In this house we praise pumpkins and Brendan Fraser. Dare I? I'm the pumpkin queen. I'm not gonna lie to you, these make me a little nervous. Please don't catch my books on fire. All I'm saying is that Bo Burnham, he made some valid points.
Tiny pumpkins.
Hello! I feel like it's been a while since I've just made some clothing that I'm just gonna wear, hopefully on a normal basis. I get something out of it, as well as hopefully providing some sustenance for you. Enjoy. So I feel like it's kind of a yearly tradition for me at this point to start making autumn clothes that I'm gonna wear, even though it's still too hot. Come on, Yasemir. Come on. What about this paper towel roll? You want it? Gonna have to come up here for it. Oh yeah. Well, that didn't work. I also feel like I just admitted to having just literal trash on my floor. I'm not positive what I want to make this week. I'm trying to think of what I've really been liking to wear lately, and it's kind of all over the board, a fusion of eras and decades. But I do find over the summer I definitely dress a little bit more Edwardian, romantic, basically anything that I can sweat in and it's not super noticeable. Once autumn rolls around, I can kind of bring out those layers so I can sort of transform into my studious pumpkin with a little bit of Victorian thrown in there. I've really been enjoying wearing stays and sort of like corset vests. I think it would probably cause actual Victorians to fetch their smelling salts if they saw people wearing underwear as outerwear. But I think it looks cute and it's great for cleavage. And then the second item, I'm not quite sure. Maybe a pinafore, a dress of some kind. I've been really freaking lazy lately and just, if I can throw on the comfiest dress, that's what I gravitate towards. I almost never put together an outfit like this lately. I mean, it's also been Satan's butthole temperature outside. Before we head to the thrift store, I'm gonna go check my pattern stash and see if there's anything that I wanna use. Oh no. Hey, I know a fun game. Let's play. I just had this pattern out last week and I can't find it. Hi, Abby. Haha. I have used this a couple times before. I usually go with this one, and I think this time I'm gonna go this one. All right. What do I have for vintagey patterns? That's cute. This is cute. You say fast and easy, but I don't believe you. Huh? I don't understand. Just because this intrigues me, we're gonna do it. It may look cool. It may look really, really dumb. I'm gonna ignore the fact that I'm already kind of warm in this sweater, and I'm gonna show you the thrift store sequence. Sally ho. I just want to wear cute fall clothes, but the weather is still too f***ing hot. So glad I'm out of there. Oh my god, it was so crowded. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. So I only ended up getting one thing. These, bedsheets. I think they're bedsheets. I don't know. There were a few items I seriously considered purchasing. Let's make a whole dress out of camo sheets. Where is she? I don't see her. I'm gonna go to Joann's and get some fabric for the edging and such. Admittedly, probably a fall themed item or two. Treat yourself. Okay, let's go. Welcome back to my gourd altar. In this house we praise pumpkins and Brendan Fraser. At the thrift store, as you saw, I only got one thing, which is fine. I don't need new materials for everything I make. It was not until I was in the Starbucks drive-thru getting a pumpkin cream cold brew, which I highly recommend. It is the nectar of the gods, that I realized this is not this material all the way through. It is a sham. I'm hoping, I mean, there's a lot of this sort of trim. It goes all the way around and it's king size. So there should be enough fabric here to make something nice. My concern is that it's not gonna be tall enough for my pattern piece. We might have to get a little clever. Hopefully we don't have to do that. So I have that material. Now let's journey down to the center of my fabric stash. What fabric we're gonna make the second piece out of. God damn it. All right, fabric stash. A little bit more disheveled since the last time you probably saw it. We definitely want something autumny. Oh boy, she's thick. Oh yeah. Can you feel it? This is the one. This is what happens when you have Sir Destructo as your dog. And also a husband. Oh, timber! I may or may not have just watched Steve's 25th anniversary message from Blue's Clues. So basically, if you need me from about now till 4:35 this afternoon, I will be sobbing at the club. I do need to cut out what I need for this corset pattern. Get off. What? Instagram.
One eternity later.
All right, all 3 pieces cut out. Part of the reason I love this pattern so much is that it's like super friggin' simple and you only need 3 pieces. Now, what I need to do is figure out if I can make this work. So what I'll probably do, because it is a little bit gathered here, I'll probably just separate these 2. I think the back is gonna have to be horizontal. Let's get to work. Okay, so as I suspected, is a little too long. Darn it. I know. So I think I will have to do this horizontally. It is what it is. I also got a fun new thing. Yes. Are you wondering if I'm going to painstakingly transfer all of my needles? You bet your patootie I am. Here we go. So unfortunately, after folding the fabric over and placing it on the fold, it was still too big. So I had to go diagonal. So I cut out all the pattern pieces and then pinned them together. 2 identical pieces here. One of these is going to be the lining and one of them is going to be the outer layer. I don't really have a preference. It's going to be whatever came out looking better. Time to sew. Putting the bias tape that I had purchased on, but it was a little too thick, so I went out and got a little bit thinner. Also, this is what happens when you sew too close to Frodo's dinner time. I then spent the night hand stitching this because much like the apple in the Andy Milonakis theme song,
I hate myself.
It's so freaking dark in here. Wow. All right. Enough horseplay, you. Are you broken now? No. Okay. Now to act like I just walked in here and you just happen to be recording. Ready? Good morning. Actually, it's more like afternoon. I got a slow start this morning because somebody was being so dang snuggly. I'm not sure how I feel about my outfit this morning. If I had to describe this outfit, it would probably be 70s dad. Woo! These pants always make me look thick. I like it. Okay. Oh, hello neighbors. So today we have all day to sew. I'm very excited about it. Corset is pretty much done. I just have to pop some holes in there and then embroider the holes. Could do grommets, but I like the way that embroidered holes look. I'm gonna move on to that wrap dress because it intrigues me. I have my automate material. Basically, I'm just gonna open this pattern and try to decipher it. But first I'm gonna make myself another cup of coffee. Maybe check the stocks. How you doing, champ? Come give me a kiss.
What'd you say?
Said so people know you exist. Gotcha! You're a cryptid. Thanks.
Let me know if they're hot enough.
Hot. Ah!
I'll take that as a yes.
Pop open a cold one. All right, got some sustenance. So it looks like there's only 3 pieces to this. The front, the upper back, and then the gigantic skirt piece, which is like a half a circle skirt. Tried reading the pattern a few steps ahead. I might as well have been reading Ancient Atlantean because I have no idea what it was trying to tell me to do. Basically, you just gotta jump in. Cut these pieces out of their paper prisons, stitch some darts. All right, well, I'm gonna throw on some true crime podcast and we're gonna get to work.
And when I fall asleep at night and dream, you just tiptoe into all my dreams. Oh, I think of no other one ever since I've begun thinking of you.
Then it was time to use my handy dandy grommet kit and grommet log, and I made some holes. Holes. Why is that such a hard word for my mouth to say? I ended up hand embroidering these holes just because I think it looks a lot nicer. And then we're done.
Hi. Okay, so I'm gonna do separate wrap-ups for the 2 things that I made. Just breaks up the monotonous camera shots of me trying to be graceful. Okay, so first one is done. Okay, I'm biased because I freaking love medieval corset type things that just go over dresses. Already in concept, I love it. I really, really love this pattern. Luckily for me, it fits me almost perfectly without a lot of taking in and modifying and stuff. And I feel like that's rare for me with patterns. As far as the colors and stuff and the material, excited about how it came out. For a while there, I wasn't quite sure I was gonna like the bedsheet material mixed with such harsh brown trim. It was starting to look a little Gilderoy Lockhart goes to a disco club in the 70s. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The buttonholes and the ribbons and stuff, I think it definitely came together a bit more. Very hobbity, which you know I love. It has very let's bake this bread energy. I do have to wear a different bra with it underneath because, of course. Now that this is complete, let's move on to the other dress. Item number 2. I have a few feelings about this dress. My first feeling is that it is totally unique. The way you put it on is wild. Let me see if I can. So you put it over like a big poncho. There's a loop and a button on the front section. Goes in back. Focus. Okay, so that is secure. This comes around, snaps, and there you go. Wild. So that aspect of it I thought was really stinking cool because I wasn't sure what I was sewing the entire time. This one I think needs a little bit of work. Don't find the upper body that flattering on me. I have pretty broad shoulders, so anything that like goes past my shoulders just, you know? I don't like when there's just wide open blank chest area. I like for there to be something going on. Take this down, maybe make it like a sweetheart neckline, and then also take in these shoulders a little bit. It's kind of shifting to one side. Weird. I don't know why it's doing that. I think it's because this isn't quite even because of the snaps. The bottom half is very stinking cute. I have no complaints about the actual skirt. I think the skirt part is cute, and I always love outer skirts that go over like a base layer. I've always thought that was cool. It's got some nice swoosh. But yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy just sitting down and figuring out how to make things. I love doing these videos, but I also like don't want them to be too repetitive. So I don't know. Let me know if you're getting tired of this kind of format. That is it. Hope you all are having a lovely September so far. I know it's not quite as cool as us autumn souls would like, but it's coming. I have some fun projects planned for the rest of September. Then once October hits, fall to the wall, baby. I love you whether you're new or old to this channel. Why am I so fidgety? I'm like a 5-year-old. I discovered that I can't stand still. I found that out when I was waiting one time for an order from Starbucks. Standing there like, without even realizing I'm doing it. Always gotta be in motion, baby. Another fun fact you didn't need to know about me. That is it. I love you whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload almost every Friday and we have fun here. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! Start up, and then the things that I make are gonna be, wow.
Fuzzy, comfy socks.
Oh no! I blew out the candle with my nostrils. Oh, hello, baby. Baby. Here's your baby. Baby. White woman's Instagram. Thought I smelled burning. We're okay. Cummerbund. Why do I always think of it cummerbund? D. It's nuts. Huh? Thank you. My a cappella troupe performs every Wednesday night.
Every superstition